no amount of levity can be used to mask the subject matter of this video. So I'll come out and say it. Kiwiz seems to be a dangerous creep, and I don't think he has any place making YouTube videos aimed at children. But not only that, we also have a Twitch streamer going by MrConRem, who is also in hot water for very similar reasons. Before I discuss the topic at hand, though, I need to clarify something very important. I'm not a moral authoritarian. Do what you want, so long as you don't hurt anyone. But that being said, there's an obvious limit to this, and these degenerates are good examples as to why you need a limit. And my limit is allowing someone who has these allegations, or rather, the confirmed story that these people have, these people should not be making content aimed at children. For context, Kiwiz is a Fortnite YouTuber that originally went by the name of Red Kiwiz, and he used to be a part of the COD community. But you might be asking the very reasonable question of, why did his name change? And it's very simple. The guy was exposed for sending a dick pic to a 12-year-old on Drama Alert. What makes the situation confusing is that the 12-year-old said he was 14, and Kiwiz said he was 17. However, it seems as though he was actually 19, meaning even though he was lied to, there's still a sizable age difference of 5 years. I don't see a reasonable defense for his actions, and many seem to agree. Just recently, he was verified on Twitter, which is what re-sparked this controversy. Hell, they even went after his sponsor, G Fuel, and let's face it, they probably would have dropped him anyway. Kiwiz has been in the YouTube space for quite some time now. He even partaked in Friday Fortnite under his new alias, and nobody was able to catch him. I'm going to show you, for clarity's sake, what his content looks like on his channel. And as you can see, it's harder to get any closer to children's content than this. Hell, when making this video, I saw a photo of him with an underage fan, and it's frankly repulsive. I don't think a guy like this should be making children's content, plain and simple. Now, for argument's sake, I'm going to throw his response up on the screen. However, it doesn't paint him out in a good light. If you want to pause and read it, go right ahead. I think it doesn't change much, if anything at all. Now, it is worth noting that he has not been arrested for his actions. I believe the family might have settled out of court, but again, that changes nothing, and I can only hope that the family was acting in good faith if that is the case. But before I make my closing points, I'd also like to point out MrConRem, another open and shut case that happened in the same day. He tried to get nudes from a 17-year-old who was offering them up for money. Classy, but he released a statement in which he lies, which I'll show you now. And again, if you want to read it, pause the video. Realizing that he had no other choice, he deleted his Twitter account. And when Keemstar was going to make his Drama Alert video, he threatened to kill himself in a last-ditch effort to stop himself from drowning in the tide. Luckily, his friends called the cops, and he's presumably okay at the moment. Now, that's all there really is to his story. They are very open and shut cases, in my opinion. But as a bonus, I will dip my toes in a very complex drama just for a moment. The pyrocynical allegations are still going on, and they're still being discussed. But I believe that is outside the scope of this video, and I don't believe I am as qualified to do it as other commentators. So, I recommend watching Turkey Tom's video on the subject. He's an entertaining guy, and I think the subject matter warrants discussion. Or, alternatively, you can check out Nick DiOrio's live stream where he goes through Turkey Tom's document, either of which is fine. So, the point of all of this really comes down to two things: awareness and a call to action. When you get down to it, I know that I'm just another voice in the pile when it comes to this topic, but the more people know, the better. Even if it's just one or two fans of Kiwiz and MrConRem that see this video and don't support them or make the active decision to support them still if that doesn't affect them, again, that's what you want to do, fine, right? But the more people that know, the better. But I personally think that there's a much better reason when it comes to this, and that's a rebel yell of sorts. I think it's absolutely fucking stupid that guys like these get away with this shit. But when it comes to Leafy is Here, Dr.Disrespect, and even Augie RFC, they get cucked by YouTube, Twitch, and all these big social media platforms. And if you think that's fucked up, make your voice heard or forever be silent. Because when actual people, actual degenerates like these they don't even really break their guidelines, do they? But then again, the people I mentioned, like Leafy, Augie, Dr. Disrespect, they seemingly broke no guidelines as well, but yet they're completely removed from these websites. But these guys have an actual reason that's not specified in guidelines to be removed, but yet they might not. And I think that's incredibly fucked up. And I don't think people should be deplatformed under very rare circumstances. I think that can be an option, and I think we might have reached that option. But with all of that said, I will make a follow-up video on this topic if it warrants it, because after all, these dramas, these topics, they usually have multiple responses from different sides and all that crap, right? And I'm not going to make a response if it's something minor, but if it's something major, I will definitely do one. And if it's minor, how about this? If it's minor, check the pinned comment. I will put it there. Or just the comments in general. It might not be pinned. I might forget. Who knows? That's all I have to say at the moment. Please subscribe if this type of content is, you want to see more of it. Like, comment, share it, all the typical YouTuber crap, right? And I hope I can see you again on my channel. And if you're new, I'm sorry if this news was hard to you. Whatever. I'm sure that this was not news many people were expecting to see today. So, with that being said, I've been Kabeebaby, and God bless your soul.